Hello and welcome back to the Limited Queue. This is the 4 a.m. Insomniacs edition because we can't sleep. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to first pick this bomb green creature. I have a particular affinity for the Temur War Shaman because I think this was like the best rare we opened in our first ever uh, like release sealed queue. If this wasn't here, I might end up with a Mardu Scout, maybe the Winds, but it is here, so we're going to take it. And then we draw it, and somebody passes us a 5/5 flyer for 5. So I think that's a pretty clear signal. We're going to pick this up as well. And then this will, oh, wow. Also a Wild Slash and a Bathe in Dragonfire. And a Lotus Eye Mystics is good too. But this is going to solidly set us into Abzan just on our second pick already. I'm not passing a 5/5. This is an incredible bomb, actually. This is actually one of the better dragons. A 5/5 flyer for 5, and then whenever it attacks, you bolster. Really? Yeah, we're definitely going to take this. And I mean, whoever's in red is going to be very lucky with their Wild Slash and the Bathe and Dragonfire that we're giving them. Not sure which is better here, the Woe Reaper or the Yeti. Oh, sorry, the Yeti's not an Abzan. Haha. So we should start picking up some black stuff, but it looks like there's not a lot. We haven't seen a lot of black, including any Dusk and Glooms or Reach and Shadows. So we're going to grab the Woe Reaper here. Yep. To our right is My Hope, Red Tribute, Ado Akodozalot, Rusus Ludio, and to our left is Silver Pelt, Amatsuka, and Grunker. I think we've played against Amatsuka before. I think the toss-up for the coolest name award goes to either My Hope or where is it? Silver Pelt. I'm not sure which. I'm not sure which who gets the prize there. Oh, we are seeing a lot of decent red. Like this is a pretty late heel cutter. This is a pretty strong bomb card. We are going to take the Map the Waste. Or we could take the Grim Contest. Or the Jeskai Barricade. But I think the Map the Waste is the better card. Jeskai Barricade is very close to being the better card. I'm a little bit torn between Jeskai Barricade and Map the Waste here. We're gonna take the Waste. Not really seeing the black I want to see, which is a little bit disturbing. I'm gonna take the Whisper of the Wilds. Will of the Naga has been seeing some play in the pro circle. So I think this is I've never even considered it to be a playable until I saw a bunch of people, a bunch of pros playing it. So this is an interesting card that I might have to look at more carefully in the future. Too bad Esper isn't a thing here, because I could see us moving into Esper, but we are definitely, I mean, obviously we're getting cut in black, which is very unfortunate because I do want to go green-white. It's possible to go green-red, green-white-red, I guess, but I think that we've already passed a lot of the removal that we were going to see in red. So we're going to take the Frontier Mastodon here. But red is open for us. Oh, Channel Harm is a windmill slam here. It is great. It's such a good card. It's fantastic. So we're definitely going to take this. Once again, we're seeing that red is open. We're going to take the Return to the Earth. I think it's probably the most versatile green removal. Tempted to take another one. But we're going to take the Crew Shock here. I think this is our fault. We sent a speed bump around the table. We went a little bit slow for a second there. Lotus Eye Mystics is wheeled, which is a little bit weird. And you know what? I think that maybe I'm starting to think that maybe I'm just the only one that values this card for what it is. I think it's fantastic. Other option would be Frontier Mastodon, which is cheaper. We're gonna go with the Mystics, in case we pick up a few debilitating injuries. Nothing really here for us. Guess we'll just hate draft the Fierce Invocation, because it's the best card there. Let's take the Break Through the Line. Oh, we could take the Crotic. We don't really have anything with any come into play effects. I mean, maybe Mardu Wool Reaper. Let's take the Break Through the Line. Let's take Cunning Strike. I think War Beast is too costly to be playable. I actually kind of like this Fruit of the First Tree. I think it has potential. I wish that if this card had Flash, it would be fantastic. Or maybe even if it was an instant. Maybe fantastic is too pushing it. Crack a Dragon Style Twins, which is not incredibly helpful. I do regret passing the Hunt the Weeks that we passed early on. So we're going to take the Savage Punch here. We're going to take Savage Punch over Watch of the Roast? Question mark? Yeah, I think so. We literally have no removal at this point, which is really bad. Abzan Ascendancy works as also an Abzan land, huh? Wow. You know, always decisions like this. This really stinks. But we're going to take the Ascendancy. And then we'll have to try to find a way to splash black because we haven't seen any fixing at all. And I, highly doubt the Citadel's going to wheel. Well, we got Haruspex, we got Swarm of Bloodflies, we got Einak Bonkin, Feet of Resistance, and Jungle Hollow. This is just ridiculous. I almost want to take either the... I don't want to take the Haruspex, actually. Because black is going to be our splash color. And there's too many good on-color primary stuff here, like either Feet or Incremental Growth is good. Bonkin is good. Incremental Growth just wins games. It really does. So I think we're going to go with that. Second Haruspex and a Raider Spoils. This is a little bit ridiculous. Especially because there's not a lot on color here unless we want the Sage Eye Harrier, which is a little ridiculous. But we're going to take probably the Raider Spoils here. Even though we don't have Warriors. Maybe the Haruspex. Let's take the Haruspex. Let's take the Dragon Scale Boon here. Over Chief of the Edge. How many Warriors do we have? It's Beast. Monk. We only have one Warrior, so I don't really see Chief of the Edge in our future, especially because Black's going to be our splash. Let's take the Dragon Scale Boon as a trick. Archer, I believe. Oh, no. It's too bad Ride of the Serpent is the black removal in this. Because the double black kind of puts it out of our range. If this was a throttle, I would take it. You're going to take the Archer. Another Raider Spoils, huh? Oof, God, what a decision. Bondkin or guide? We are really being put to the test here, guys. We're gonna take the Bondkin. It lowers our curve a little bit. Our curve right now is a little bit high. It's higher than I like, at least. It's a 2-drop, and we have a lot of counter stuff going on. You know, we have incremental growth. I'll tell you, Abzan Guide is really tempting. Take the Jeskai student. Dragon Scale Boon again. More counters. We have the Ascendancy, Dragon Scale Boon. Not picking up any of the fixing that we want to see. So we might actually end up cutting black entirely, which we only have Ascendancy and Harrow specs right now. I mean, this was a fantastic second pick, and I would pick it again if given the same situation. But it really set us up to be screwed for removal. I'll take the War Shrieker here. Guess take the Bondkin? Yeah, we got cut. We got cut on black hard. Maybe even from both directions. I don't know. Not a fan. Whenever I've played a green-white creature-based trickless deck like this, it's never gone well for us. Take out Fruit of the First Tree. War Shrieker. Red is clearly incredibly open, but also nowhere near where we are. Rakshasa Death Dealer. It's theoretically on color for us. I mean, just as much so as the Merek Nightblade, right? So yeah, we're going to go with the Rakshasa here, for it being our third black card. And we have 0 fixing. Awesome. Crater's Claws. What? Yes, we are taking this, and we will figure out a way to play it if we need to. Crater's Claws literally can fit into any deck. Any deck. Any deck. There is no deck that does poorly because you added Crater's Claws. I mean, it's much better than taking a second Bondkin here. Well, I feel like we have to take the Hollow because we haven't picked up any fixing yet, but I want to take the Loxodon. But like I said, I think we have to take the Hollow here. I'm tempted to take a third Dragon Scale Boon, but I think that might be a little bit too much. Over a second Sagu Archer. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure about this one. You know, Map the Waste will help us get a swamp out. That's not so bad. I don't really think Hate Blade's an option, is it? It might be. Yeah, let's take Hate Blade just because I don't really want a second Archer or a second in a row Crackling Doom. This has been really messed up. I don't know what's up with the picking thingy here. But I mean, we could take Scout the Borders. We're just going to rare draft the Crackling Doom here. And Krumar is also kind of an option, but not really. Not seeing the fixing that we want to see, but that's nothing new for this draft. We've barely seen any fixing that we want to see. Take a Jeskai student. I think the Jeskai students will work well with our Dragon Scale boons. With the Temur War Shaman, maybe I should have taken that other Sagu Archer. I don't mind taking Seek the Horizon here, but I think Longshot Squad's just better. And we haven't seen any red fixing for our Crater's Claws. I'd take a Nomad Outpost here. That'd be pretty awesome. I mean, I don't expect to see it, but just saying. Burnaway is probably the best card in the pack. This wheel from our Crater's Claws pack, I think it was. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, this is not a wheel. This is a actual ridiculously late Burnaway. Gonna take a Awaken the Bear. We did pass that Windscarred Crag. Well, maybe we should have taken that. Take the Rush of Battle here. I think it's very, very amazing how far Secret Plans has fallen in the pick order since since FRF has come out. Let's just take the foily thing. You know, I said Crater's Claws can be in any deck, but I don't know if we're gonna run it. God, red is open. Maybe we should have been red. I was thinking about it, but white, green, red, it just seems like such a disaster. Now I regret not taking that Seek the Horizon, now that we're looking at a 4-color deck with one piece of fixing. Alright, let's figure this garbage out. Gotta drop two cards here, huh? Maybe we could drop Rakshasa Death Dealer. If black is just a splash, it's not like he's coming down on turn 2. I feel bad saying it, but we might end up cutting Crater's Claws. I do think our mana is that sensitive. I'm not sure, though. I mean, if we drop Rakshasa, yeah, we're not. It's not like we're rarely gonna have more than one black mana anyway. And really, the only 2 black cards we'd be running are Haruspex and Ascendancy. So we could get away with Jungle Hollow and maybe 2 swamps, and I think that would even be overkill. We can do Jungle Hollow, 1 swamp, and 1 mountain if we wanted. because we have the map the waste to get what we want when we need it. Do kind of wish we'd had the Seek the Horizon as well. I do need to make one cut though. Let's cut the Awaken the Bear. Oh, we need to make one more cut, huh? Really don't want to cut the boon because we have so few tricks. Oh, I don't want to cut one of our two boons. Maybe the Lotus Eye Mystics. Because we can't use its, I mean, unless, well, the Ascendancy is the only thing we can bring back, and that's not really dying. That will rarely die. Yeah, let's go down to 13 creatures and take out the Lotus Eye Mystics, I think. Even though the Whisper of the Wilds on turn 2 is going to give us 4 mana on turn 3, and we only have one 4-drop. Not a lot of synergy here. Oh, the Hate Blade. Let's take out the Hate Blade because it takes black to activate. That's much better, actually. Okay, so let's add some basics. One swamp, yep. Let's take out 1, 2, I don't know, just 1, add, and then put in the Jungle Hollow. Looks like our deck. Alright, let's see how she does.